Madden Football is the home of Super Bowl 57. And this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Titans and the Packers. All that and more coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Tennessee Titans taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thrilled to be with you guys. And, well, you think that they're having fun on Broadway in downtown Nashville right about now? Well, just a touch. And what a year the Titans have put together as they search for their first title in franchise history.
And remember, they've only been to the Super Bowl one time before, but now that they're back, I think they can set aside the agony of that appearance. That was back in 2000. They played the Rams. Remember Kevin Dyson catching the pass late in the game, stretching for the goal line and not quite getting there? And that was also the same year of the Music City Miracle. When they got to the, won in the playoffs against Buffalo, got to the Super Bowl, but now they're back. Set it all to the side. Set it all in the past. Here come the Titans trying to win it all.
Meanwhile, the Packers are back as they look to bring another Super Bowl title home to a place aptly named Titletown.
And they're looking for their 5th win, which would tie them with the Cowboys and 49ers for 2nd all-time. They did last win it in 2011. That was Super Bowl 45. Aaron Rodgers leading them over the Pittsburgh Steelers. But when you talk about titles, and you mentioned Titletown, they won 13 championships overall when you count all the NFL titles prior to the Super Bowl era as well. So this is a town that's used to winning, and they expect to win this one as well.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
17 yards on that play for the Titans.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Brought down that time by Quay Walker. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The shotgun snap to Willis. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
They They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, if those at home are wondering if we were going to see some offense in this Super Bowl, I think your answer was right there. Incomplete, but they take a big shot early.
Like the script. If they get the big play early, so much the better. But if nothing else, they send a message. They're going to be aggressive in this game.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Being chased out left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a tough throw because he's moving to his left. He's got to get his shoulders pointed back right to throw it all the way across field to try and connect. Unable to do so.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Past the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 82 yards. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal.
Christian Watson. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Now Jones. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And this time he is in. Aaron Jones punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them the 1st down.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another 1st down.
Now this time, Willis throwing it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the option, here's Henry. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. On 3rd down, Henry. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. 1 quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. 7-0 is our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs. I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Rodgers now to throw. Touchdown! Deshaun Jackson from 6 yards away. And the Packers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Let's go now.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
This will go to Henry out wide. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Brings up third down.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Off the option, here's Henry. And this is going to be a Titans first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, Willis. Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
Ready?
And Willis keeping it himself on the option. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Two minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Running from the gun with Henry, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
1st and 10, it's Willis. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Play action, Willis. This is caught. It's Woods. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Come on. Hey.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
6-yard line.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Willis. And it's a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry from 6 yards away. And the Titans are on the board here in the Super Bowl. Point after here coming up. And that one makes it 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bed.
He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 65 yards.
65 yards has been made on the play. That's good for the Packers. First down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Stop short of the goal line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
26.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 21-7. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. A fairly short kick from the 14. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen. Running legs were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Up the middle, Jones. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 60 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Packers will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in the Super Bowl. Crosby connects on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Henry again on 2nd down. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Willis. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. And the busy night for Henry continues. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Third down, it's Willis. That's complete to Treylon Burks. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
No, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here in Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Running right, Jones. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 99 yards rushing for him now. A big part, no doubt, of why they lead in this Super Bowl.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. .35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Titan football.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Willis will look to throw on first down. Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Quay Walker Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Yeah, second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here's Willis, third and long. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. Rodgers now on first down. Steps away to his left. And that'll be complete to Dillon. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson, and that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play.
Always got some breathing room. And let's see what this is about. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
26.
Now Jones, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll try again with Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. The kick by Crosby is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off. And it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage. And then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And the Lombardi